Right, let's have a look. Just fire this up. There we go. Are we live? I think we probably are. I've got a blank screen my end. That's really helpful. Hang on while I refresh this. It's all gone horribly wrong. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Okay. Why have I got a blank screen? That's not good, is it? Ah, there we are. Right. Now we're live. I think I've got a big delay here. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Bear with. Let's try that. Maybe it's my end. I don't know. Ah, now we're back again. Right. Evenings. Probably. Let's see. Now we seem to be back again. Tells me I've got an excellent collection, yet my screen is very lax. We'll carry on anyway. We'll assume people are there. Right, let's see. Evening Peter C, Peter N, Jim, Paul, Peter W, Rob, Peter and Stella. Evening, evening all. Hope you've all had a jolly weekend. I've been frantically trying to get organised for tomorrow. In amongst lots of people coming to collect their goodies. That's good. And more stuff arriving for the next auction. That's good. I've got some pictures I'll show you in a minute. We've got the World's Fair and the coin slot from June the 8th, 1984, so 40 years ago. And then Paul Mitchell has sent us some pictures of some stuff which will be new for this year's Jolly down at Paul's in July, and also some adverts from 1972, I think it was, coin slot, which is quite interesting. So there we are. We'll have a look at all of that. Where should we start? Let's see. Let's have a look at new auction stuff, shall we? You can see how quickly this is running. Right, so here we go. It's the first few bits. What have we got? Right, a gripper, Samson / Ruffer and Walker gripper. Nice one, this one on the stand. Somewhere there's a picture of it on the stand. There you go, metal stand. Oops. All done on, pretty sure it's an old penny. Haven't had a chance to look at any of this stuff yet. It's got the nice badge on the back door as well, which is quite nice. The Ruffer and Walker brass like name badge thing, so that's rather nice. One of those. All this stuff's all no reserve, it's all to go. A Jennings Chief on 20p. This one's running on, interestingly. So it's rather nice. Nice and shiny. And then we've got a wheelie, Aristocrat Arcadian wheelie with motorbike on the front. Apparently I sold this one a few years ago in a bit of a state. It's come up rather nice, as you can see. All been refinished, repainted. Nicely done, very smart looking. That's on 1p, I think, that one. So we've got one of those. What's it, Lucky Horseshoe, Seeger or JCW, whichever. I think it's a JCW one from memory. Again, pretty nice on 1p. One of those. An awful lot of these. These arrived yesterday. Yeah, gentleman come to collect. What did he buy? Something or other. The nice jigsaw pin table we sold. So I've got a few gumballs. Okay. Quite large floor standing ones. There we are. They're all to go. So if you're an operator, they might be useful for you. I think it looks like there's about 8 complete and a couple spares. Got odd bits missing, but I'll have a proper look when I get time and make sure we can get them complete as possible. Then there'll be sort of a lot spares probably or something. They're useful for somebody, I'm sure. Here to go again, whatever they make. So cheap, useful if you operate. The lollipop one, take the chopper chops. Jubilee on its original stand. Again, one for resto. It seems to be all there and working, but it's sat in a garage for about 40 years. So yeah, needs a sort, but shouldn't be too much of an effort, I don't think. I think these real strips. Yeah, obviously there'll be better photos of it in due course. But there we are, one of those. Lots of bandits. Bally Pyramid. We've got 2 of these. I believe they work or just about work. Obviously we'll plug them in and try them out. See what they do. But they're quite clean and tidy with the changes on top. Oh dear, excuse me. So a couple of those. Did a few Bally's recently. Another Bally, sort of a conversion one, noughts and crosses. Again, I believe it probably works. Of course, we'll have a good look when I get around to cataloguing them. 2p that one's on. What are the other ones on? Can't quite see, picture too small. They've got changes on anyway. I think they're probably all 2p's. An Ascot, one of the Italian, aren't they? Haven't had one of those for a while. This one's working, but it's locked. I'll try and see if I can get it open. Don't really want to draw a lock out, but I'll see. I've got a big bunch of keys, see if I can find one that will fit it. Or if there's a way in somehow or other. They don't turn up too often, something a bit different. Binglet. Again, seems to be all there. Needs a bit of cosmetic doing to the case. The bottom corner of the case there wants a bit of attention. So it's original lock and key. Pretty unusual. Quite a good fun game though. They're quite a nice fast game to play, aren't they, when they go in? Fire the balls around to get the score up. Flash of the lights on the top there. So one of those. An Ultra. Again, not had one of those for a good while. Quite a smart looking machine. Like a nice veneer case on those with the stringing on them. Again, just from a very quick look, seems to be all there. I'll plug it in, see if it does anything. But couldn't see anything obviously missing. It's in quite nice condition. Oh, there we are. Back to the. Let's just press play on. Back to the thing. So that's the first little batch. There's more stuff in already. I didn't get around to photographing because stuff was coming in and out all over the place, and stuff was getting shoved in the back of the van due to space and one thing and another. So next Sunday there'll probably be another 10 machines I think to show you. Regarding collecting, delivering and all that jazz, while we're on the subject of next auction, as you know, I'm now working all week, every week for the next 20 weeks on a big TV job. So it's going to be weekends only for collections and deliveries. So I'll put in on the website next Sunday the 16th. I'll be at God Manchester at the warehouse from 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock. So it gives you a chance, if you're coming the fair way, to get there and get home again. So 11 till 2 next Sunday if you've got machines to drop off. Bear in mind again, as I said, this next auction, which is the 28th of July, I'm only accepting machines. So we have machine heavy sale. There's a few other odd bits and bobs in, because they're bits that didn't sell in the last auction, or bits that came in too late to be catalogued last time. So there will be some other bits and bobs, but predominantly it will be machines. And I'm only taking in machines just to ease my workload a little bit, and space-wise as well. So explained all that in the email if you got it. If you didn't, that's why. And then also over the summer I'm going to be accumulating 1,001 lots of my stuff to sell. Finally get around to doing that. The big pile of scaffolding arrived in the week on Thursday. A couple of you have seen it who came at the weekend, to put a big temporary kind of mezzanine floor in the warehouse. And then over the summer, each weekend as I'm back, I'll bring bits and bobs back from various storage and lockups and stuff that's in the elephant house all over the bloody place. I've got so much stuff you wouldn't believe. So that's the plan, sort out 1,001 things I don't need, which shouldn't be too hard. And then that auction will be probably November, December, I'd guess, something like that. Now, I said I put in the email, those of you who get the mailing list, if you're not on the mailing list, just go to elephanthouseauctions.com and sign up. That I won't start cataloguing that stuff, or probably put it on here. It's kind of overshadowing, you know, customers, clients, our usual business. That just seems a bit unfair somehow or other. So what I might do, what I'm thinking of doing is, as I dig the stuff up, just doing some little video clips and gluing them all together. And I'll perhaps put them on a separate little YouTube channel. Then if anybody wants to follow the progress of me rummaging around, finding 1,001 things to sell, you can do so. I'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what's coming in the auction. But as I say, then it's not overshadowing kind of the main business and customers' stuff, all your stuff that you're selling or wanting to buy or whatever. So that seems kind of a bit of a fairer way to do it, really. So if you're interested, you can find out. Yeah, so that's what I'll work on over the next week or two. Nothing will appear probably for at least a fortnight because I've got other things to do. Once I'm into the swing of this TV job and backwards and forwards and got the mezzanine built up, etc., etc. So it'll probably be toward the end of the month, I should think, when the first little batch of things I dig out. And yes, there will be machines. People are asking, there won't be 1,001 machines, I hasten to add, but there'll be a couple of dozen or more probably machines. There'll be fairground stuff, there'll be advertising stuff, there'll be interesting mechanically things, there'll be, I don't know, all sorts of stuff. I don't really know what I've got, that's half the problem. But whatever there is, most of it will be old vintage stuff, of course. Everything's got to go, it'll all be no reserve. Be brave, I've got to sell it. There'll be things from £1. There might be a few things that hopefully might make £1,000. So something for everyone, I'm sure. I keep unearthing things I've forgotten even got. So there we are. So that's a plan on that front. So as I say, I'll give out more details in due course. Right, so that's where we're on the auction front. So next Sunday, if you've got stuff to bring to the God Manchester warehouse, 11 till 2, that's Sunday the 16th. Details, of course, always on the front of the Colcon website, just here. So there we are. Right, let's have a look at what new bits Paul has got for the 7th of July. Let me find the right thing, which is this one here. There we go. Why have I moved across there? Let me move me across here a bit. And trim that off a bit. That's a bit tighter, isn't it? Strange. All right, so goalie, Nixon goalie, the rather nice big round push machine, ex Watermouth Castle. Some of you will remember probably seeing it and playing it down there. Now at Paul's with a couple of the goalie figures on that we've sold over the years. So yeah, if anybody's got any more of those, I'm sure Paul would love to buy them. Let me see if I can pitch bigger picture on the website. Can I find them? Pushers, spares, it might be under. Can't remember where I put them now. We did sell some before we really knew what they were years ago under. They kind of got took off and used on fairground games. I think I've probably got them under fairground game penny flickers or something like that. Yeah, there we go. There's a good picture of one. Yeah, so these things. These little men that flick the coins, you pop a penny in, like pull his leg back and he kicks the penny onto the playfield. So now we know they originally offer this machine. There you go. I'm not sure how many Paul's got. He'll probably tell us in a minute, I dare say, but I know he needs some more. So if you've got some more, get in touch. So you can go and see that. Crompton's Moonraker, single player one. Rather smart, isn't it? Another edition this year. Oops. I'm trying to email me at the same time as I'm trying to do a live stream. That's useful, isn't it? Brenco, is that? Oh, it's Brenco, isn't it? Royal Strike. Fruit machine with kind of the crown with the jackpot thing in it. Paul says you need 6 more of the little footballers. So there we are. We've sold 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might have sold one of them twice though. So we've sold a few over the years, so they're out there somewhere. We're just trying to round them up. Yes, the Royal Strike. Space Invaders. And of course the amazing Moonraker. The only one. Massive thing. I'm sure you're all looking forward to seeing that in the flesh. Those of you never got down to Watermouth Castle when it was down there. What a great thing. Just squeezes in. You can see it's basically sort of touching the ceiling. Huge thing. Very impressive. So we're all looking forward to seeing that, I'm sure. Having a go. Yeah, oh, well, here we are. There's some adverts. Paul dug out of, I think 1972 with these adverts. Safari Monte Carlo, 60. I managed to make this a bit bigger so I can read it. Hang on a minute. There we go. Wheelamin, Streets Wheelamin, £150. Mayfield Golden Stairs, 150. Anybody got a picture of that? Don't think we've got a picture of that on the website, have we? Not many Mayfield machines surviving, sadly. We made some really interesting stuff. Find Mayfield page in the background here. Gary says, love the Moonraker. Yes, fantastic thing, isn't it? Peter says, Seawall on the 7th. Excellent. Yeah, Mayfield machines. If anybody's got any pictures of Mayfield machines, however bad the pictures are, doesn't matter, because we've got basically nothing. So anything would be good. Have a rummage if you've got old copies of Coin Slot and World's Fair and things. See if we can find any. Mayfield Penny Lanes. Easy Push, £10. Sounds cheap, isn't it? Miller's Bell Fruit. Old penny, 50 quid. What was that? Sounds interesting. And Miller's Bell Fruit. Don't know. What else have we had? This one's a bit fuzzy, unfortunately. Mayfield Penny Lanes again, 120 quid. Wall Pushes, a tenner each. Tommy Gelder, Quayside Wells in Norfolk. There we go. Gary says it's late again. Oh, well, never mind. We'll let you catch up. What have we got here? Mayfield Seashores, another one we haven't got a picture of. Penny Lanes again. Penny Tumble Console, Tootie Gold Award. All Penny Derby. Brenco Stacker, 50 quid. Brenco Stacker. I seem to think we might have found a picture of that. Somebody sent me one. Brenco Stacker. No, I haven't even got it listed. There you go. What's a Brenco Stacker? Anybody got a picture of one of those? Haven't got that on the Brenco page. Whitaker's Mini Dodgems, £100. Flying Saucer. Any ideas? Guessing it's not a kiddie ride because everything else is pushers and things. Don't know. I suppose it might be because after the Mini Dodgems, maybe it's a pusher. Jezard Cascade. Heads and Tails pusher. Interesting stuff. Seeger Rifleman, 75 quid. I've got somebody want one. And Mayfield Golden Stairs again. Street Spooky Shoot, 175 quid. Elaine says it's actually my birthday on the 7th, so me and Roger will see you there. Well, we'll have to have some cake then, won't we, I think. Any excuse for cake is always good. Paul says, get Tracy to make you a cake. Excellent. Gary says some cheap pinballs. Yeah. Got any Crosstown, 50 quid. World's Fair, 40 quid. It was 1972. I mean, obviously the prices sound cheap, but what's more interesting is the comparison between the different things, if that makes sense. So like a spooky shoe, 175 quid. Penny Lane's pusher, 30 quid. You know, 5-6 times the price. Interesting. What's a Brenco stacker? I'm intrigued now. I haven't got a big page full of Brenco machines and not a stacker. Don't know. Who knows? What have we got here? Elephant Ride, 20 quid. Got a nice elephant ride. Penny Cascade Jezzard, 30 quid. Hover Over, Pew's Hover Over. Don't know what that is. Sounds like it might be a pusher, doesn't it? Brenco Copper Mine, 30 quid. JWS Push 'em Off. Yeah, we sold one of those, didn't we? Had one of those. Got a nice picture of that. Good looking machine, isn't it? I think that's the curvy one. Yeah. JWS Push 'em Off. That's this thing, look. Which is now at Paul's, funnily enough. So you can see that on the 7th. Good machine. Oh, where's the advert gone? Where's the one we're looking at? There we go. Or you could have had the lot for 115 quid. There you go. Bargain. Paul says he's got a picture of a stacker. Oh, excellent. Let's get that to me. Flying saucers with a fill-up compartments round a flying saucer and with tip when full 6-player. Oh, that sounds fun. I like the sound of that. Was that the Rollite thing? Didn't Rollite make something like that? Rollite Bridlington. Oh, Planetarium I was thinking of. Sounds similar to the Planetarium. Rollite. Multiplay Pathfinder, similar to a cakewalk, made by Mersell of Northampton. I haven't even got Mersell listed as a maker. Converted to 1p, so obviously obviously a 60s machine. Anybody ever seen one of those? Got a picture of one of those? Oh, Flying Saucer was Whittaker's. Okay, see if I've got that listed. Whittaker's Flying Saucer. Nope, haven't even got it listed. Marvellous. 1970, you couldn't give the stuff away, no. It's just at that point of conversion, wasn't it? You had those funny, when did that funny tax law come in about when all the multi-slot stuff went out because they taxed per slot? You got some of the machines, might be a 6-player machine with 6 different coin slots on each, playing position to bet on different numbers or different horses or whatever. The government, in its infinite wisdom, decided to tax per slot. So all of a sudden you've got 36 slots on a machine. They were worthless overnight. Hence a lot of this really interesting stuff just got smashed up. What have we got here? For sale, cashier, £20. Glass top Witto, £25. Crompton's water shoot. Tutti Frutti, Cakewalk, Whittaker's Roulette, Indianapolis Car Racer, Brian's Double Decker, and Penny Go Round. Ah, the Penny Go Round. Wanted Brenco Silver Strike. And the Pew's New Expressway. Don't exactly know what that is. As far as I know, don't think one survived anywhere. Looks like some kind of coin drop thing down a playfield. Maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing the coins tumbled down and hit something and paid out something. Who knows? It's a mystery at the moment. If anybody knows, let us know. There you go. So that was what you could get in the 70s. Let's have a look what you could get in the 80s. I haven't got a picture of this. I must get an overhead camera. I keep saying I'll do that. What shall we? Let's have something interesting to look at. I tell you what. I'll put up the. Let's go back to here. Let's put up the wants page. That's something to look at while we have a quick look through the World's Fair. Here we are. See what people are wanting. There you go. Just in case anybody's got any of this stuff. The latest wants. All right, World's Fair. Let's have a quick scout through this. See what we've got in 1984. Let's see what was happening in 1984. Right. Councillor requests attention to pavilion. Tendering district councillors have been told that Clacton's pavilion on the seafront is in a deplorable condition. Oh dear. Clacton councillor Mr. Ivor Powell said the pavilion was one of the few places in town on which money had not been spent. Councillor Powell said that the town had a first-class pier, the new Atlas Park, new shops and new amusement arcades, and urged the council to take some action over the deplorable condition of the pavilion. So this year, plans to build a £6 million leisure complex on the council-owned site of the pavilion was shelved less than a year after they were announced. Etc., etc. There we are. Fairground safety discussions. A new video race, sitting driving game for children. Oh, that's quite cute. If any of those have survived. Let's see what's there. Like a sit-in. You see, video game for kids. Driving game. Interesting. What have we got here? Absence of gallopers marked the end of an era. There was a tinge of sadness and disappointment about this year's Scuttlebrook Wake held at Chipping Campden on June 2nd. After an almost unbroken run of appearances since 1947, the Hatwell family's set of gallopers was absent, almost certainly never to appear again. With the death in March of Buller Hatwell, the last of the Hatwell brothers, an era during which this delightful ride, built just a few miles away at Tewkesbury by Thomas Walker, was a familiar part of the annual Wake Fair, came to an end. Oh. Who owns that one now? Not sure. Showman resent rubbish application. Let's see what else is interesting in here. A formidable task ahead, but Collins are confident of Atlas Park's success. There must be some people in the business who doubt if the Collins family can pull off their biggest gamble yet, taking over the former Butlins holiday camp complex at Clacton-on-Sea, another Clacton story, turning it into a theme park. It did happen. So that's Butlins holiday camp complex at Clacton. So that's next to Manning's, isn't it? You've got the Manning's, that lovely Art Deco building. And then sort of, as you look at the front of that to the left, that was all Butlins, wasn't it? Because the Manning's Park originally was Butlins. Atlas Park. Some pictures, but they're just of individual rides, so it's not very exciting. A world of fun, Clacton-on-Sea, apparently. Another idea for transport is to develop a hovercraft service from the beach, which the company owns up to the high water mark along the front of their site to the park from the car parks. Yeah, that sounds quite interesting. I like all that. There you go. Old Master lends a hand to rodeo switchback renovation. Billy Hall instructs Vicky Postlethwaite in the finer points of traditional showman's painting. Okay. Not a very good picture. Right, anything else that's interesting happening 40 years ago? Albert buys an orbiter. Well done, Albert. Devon Fairs, damp and dismal at St Albans. Okay. What's for sale? Let's have a look. Oh, numbers. We're down at Ely. Ely in Cambridgeshire, just down the road from me. Ely Fair opened to one of the smallest crowds for years when the mayor read the ancient proclamation to a mere handful of people. Oh dear. This was on market day in the town centre when one would have expected at least a reasonable day's trading, but the crowd simply stayed away from both fair and market, and trade did not pick up during the remaining 2 days. Oh dear with me. Sad, isn't it? Right, anything nice for sale? Let's have a look at the adverts. See if we've got any prices on this week. Paint, 3 mini Dodgem cars, 12-volt battery operated, 10p slots, £675. Bouncy castles, juvenile carousel ride, adult chairs. What else is for sale? Paul says, Artless Park, what a joke that was. Oh, was it? Didn't really, yeah, I can't remember it at all, so I'm guessing it didn't last long. Atlas Park in Clacton there. 12-seater trailer mounted juvenile roundabout, as new, 3,700. Okay. Frisbees at 50p, excellent. Oh no, that's a 50p to sell them. You could have had 9-inch frisbees, polypacked with a display card, 19 pence each. Excellent. From Hale's Owen in Bradford. I bought some mutoscopes of him years ago. Hale's Owen, you're the swag chap. Some mutoscopes and some other interesting machines. Can't remember now. Probably still got some of them. Simpsons as stalls. 8 Whittaker mini Dodgems, 1,000 quid. That was alright, wasn't it? They're nice little things. A disco bounce, as new, £3,000. Bouncy castle, £800. An unrideable horse, easily transportable, ideal for fates, £275. New crazy golf game, also for fates, etc., complete with clubs, balls, signs, £295. Mechanical bucking bronco ride, 3.5 grand. There you go. Wanted. Pleasurewood Hills need a 70mm projector. He wants a ghost train. I had a ghost train once for less than 24 hours. It's now at Folly Farm, all restored. The one at Folly Farm, ex Johnny Scott's. Nice thing. Well, that's about it for this sales. Anything else exciting? We'll have a look at the coin slots, see what's happening there. Punch and puppetries. Organ stuff. Thought of the Month by the Reverend Frank Larkworthy. That's quite a long thought, so I haven't got time to read that one out. What's happening in the circus world? Snake dancer find. Oh dear. A snake dancer has been found guilty of causing unnecessary suffering to her 5 pythons. Tara Lightbourne, aged 40, of Portchester Road, Bournemouth, had pleaded not guilty to the charge, which is understood to be the first of its kind involving cold-blooded animals in England. Mrs. Lightbourne was fined £250 by Poole, Dorset magistrates after a 6-hour hearing. She was found not guilty on a summons alleging the snakes were overcrowded in their carrying box. Her estranged husband, Mr. John Lightbourne, of Templar Close, Bournemouth, had told the court she had more devotion for her pythons than for people and would not have caused them harm. There you go. Don't keep too many pythons in your carrying case, I think is the rebox, tube plate, etc. New tender, new rubbers, first class order, £15,750. Quite cheap. That's about it, I think. Right, let's have a look at the coin slots. Gary said you must have used a shoehorn to get all those in. Oh, yeah. No room for any more. I always find room for another one. That's the thing with collecting. There's always squeeze one more in somehow. Hi, Steve. Alan here. Evening, Alan. Al. Al brackets Al. Hello, hello. Right then, coin slot. What was happening? Expansion of Atari UK distributor network. Atari, in conjunction with their sole British Isles importer Ruffer and Death, have appointed Joyland Amusements as distributor of Atari products for this market. There we go. Bellfruit brought out the cat and mouse machine. Okay. So if you've got a cat and mouse, then you see these articles are good because you now know when cat and mouse came out. Right, let's have a look. Interesting. There's lots of adverts for AWPs. Terribly exciting. Job splitting schemes, statutory sick pay, health insurance. That's all about employment law stuff for your arcade. Useful. Must be something exciting in here somewhere. It says frantically flicking through. All lots of stuff about pool competitions. Oh, what's this? The Kid Ball. Oh, that's quite nice. It's like a miniature ski ball machine. There you go. One of those. The Kid Ball. Electronic scoreboard. Thomas Leisure Group. High quality finish in weatherproof fiberglass. 1 to 10 ball play. Like a little ski ball. Not Brenco. Who made little ski balls? Was it Brenco? Somebody did, didn't they? Brenners. Williams launched Turkey Shoot skill video game. Chicago manufacturer Williams Electronics has just released a new video game, Turkey Shoot, a shooting game that goes beyond traditional gun games to the level of a brilliantly animated adventure. Turkey Shoot takes place in the future after a great gobble blight has transformed a third of the Earth's population into turkeys who have a tendency to organise for rabble-rousing. Good grief, how do they think of these ideas? What on earth were they smoking when they come up with that idea? As a turkey terminator, the player is given 100 missions and 3 weapons to eliminate all the turkeys, leaving no leftovers. He can take aim with his laser gun using the position dot on the screen to home in on his enemies. He can launch a lit grenade to annihilate all the turkeys within range, or he can activate his gobble button, available one time each mission, to freeze all the turkeys for an instant, making them sitting ducks. Missions are varied and include reacting quickly to clever ploys such as turkey air raids, turkeys disguising themselves as businessmen, and turkey helicopter getaways. A rapid fire bonus wave every 8th round, as well as shooting fire hydrants and trash cans, and freeing bystanders who have been taken hostage score bonus points. 3 foul-ups are allowed and occur whenever any turkey escapes or when an innocent bystander is damaged. At the completion of each round, feathers fly, literally, as a fun incentive to cook the turkey's goose. Well, I never. That sounds a lot of fun, doesn't it? Has anybody got a Williams Turkey Shoot video game out there? I've never particularly been into video games, but that one does sound ridiculously fun, doesn't it? It's so mad, you can only imagine what on earth the designer who came up with that idea was smoking. There we go. Something about putting slot machine glasses. Oh, the top 10. That's good fun, isn't it? What was the jukebox top 10 for Friday, June the 8th, 1984? Right then, at number 10. Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, The Smiths. At 9, High Energy from Evelyn Thomas. At 8, Pearl in the Shell, Howard Jones. Number 7, Style Council with You're the Best Thing. At 6, Hazel Dean with Searchin'. At 5, New at number 5. Spandau Ballet with Only When You Leave. 4, Reflex from Duran Duran. At 3, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Ultravox. At 2, Denise Williams with Let's Hear It for the Boys. And at number 1, Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. There you go. That was the top 10 jukebox hits 40 years ago. Fruit. New Bell Fruit. Right. Let's see for sale. We've already got for sale. Asteroid tabletop, £25. You sound cheap. AWPs. Nutribray cranes, transport club machines. Bellfruit Mountaineer, £40. Video games, pool tables, maybe what interesting things, anything interesting for sale. 33 various machines, including 2 Williams Defenders, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man, pin table, Dig Dug, ideal for the arcade, 5,250. How about a luxury villa in Malta? This sounds rather nice. Individual architect designed luxury villa on select Santa Maria estate. Elevated position overlooking lovely Melia Bay. Only 1 minute walk to the sea and excellent bathing, boating, etc. Completed to highest standards in 1982. 4 bedrooms, 1 with dressing room and bathroom ensuite. A further bathroom. Custom built fully equipped kitchen and breakfast room. Fully air conditioned. Solar heating. Swimming pool. 2 outside shower rooms. Large sea view tiled terraces off the main bedroom, the landing and the lounge. Large garage and boathouse. Compact, easily made garden areas, tastefully furnished throughout. 105,000 complete. Thank you very much. Move in tomorrow. Video games, fruit machines, jukeboxes, and pool tables. Nothing much exciting for sale. Flying turtles are coming. Order yours now. Okay. Don't you need a flying turtle? Bally Flash Gordon pin table, £350. Bally Harlem Globetrotters pin table, £100. See if there's any amusement arcades for sale. Here we are. Inland Cornish freehold amusement arcade and retail shop with unlimited license. 90 machines. Selling pet products, gardening, toys, etc. From the shop, presumably. Living accommodation and stores over. Land and parking at rear. Established 33 years. Owner retiring. 300 grand a lot, inclusive of stock and machines. There you go. Service engineer, business ops. I have the arcade. Do you have the machines? Question mark. 40 or 50 to fill the arcade. 50-50 or straight lease. There you go. Whitley Bay, large well-equipped amusement arcades. Oh, no price. We want to buy arcades. Unique opportunity. Vima computer portrait system installed in timber studio on prime position at Chesington Zoo. Open, taking money. 10 grand plus stock of value. There you go. That's it for the adverts, I'm afraid. Not very exciting, was it? Century, Bell Fruit. Major refit by new owners for Treasure Island. Treasure Island in Jamaica Street, Glasgow, has been given a major refit on acquisition by the Morris family, who have run the arcade for many years. Located at the very heart of Glasgow's main shopping artery, where Argyle Street, Union Street and Jamaica Street intersect. It is a former cinema property which has been adapted and converted over the years to present use as a general entertainment complex. Is it still there? I've been to Glasgow for 20 years probably. Gosh. Anyone been to Glasgow lately? Oh, well, that's about it then. That wasn't particularly exciting, was it? No juicy stories apart from the lady who got nicked for keeping her 5 snakes in a too small suitcase or something or other. Well, there you go. Paul says, I thought the Wham song was called Zip Me Up Before You Go, Joe, or something like that. Yes. Right, well, I think that's it then, isn't it? There we go, on that note. Super, thank you all very much. Right, so next week, there won't be a live stream Tuesday night, I doubt, because I'll be in the depths of the Cotswolds. I will see. I might experiment. I won't do a live stream, but I'll see if I can get laptops to hook up to mobile to theoretically do live streams in the week. See if I can get it to work. Let you know on that one. Friday night should be okay. I should be back Friday night to do one. And then obviously Sunday. Next weekend, as I say, if you missed earlier on, I will be at the warehouse at Godmanchester, 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock. That's Sunday the 16th, if you've got stuff to drop off or if you want to collect anything. I'll try and alternate each weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. I've got a lot of other stuff to do as well here at home, trying to finish off, tidying up really so we can get the house on the market. And also, a bit later in the month, I'll try and do a day or half a day or whatever at Leamington at the Elephant House as well. So I can sort of call on there on my way back to Cambridge. So probably a couple of weekends time. So if you want to drop stuff off at Leamington, there will be opportunity to do so before this next auction. Remember, it's machines only. That's all I'm accepting for the next auction on the 28th. Just to keep the workload down for me, really. So that's that. Almost afraid to ask, how's the DVD coming along? Yes, do ask. It's paused, but yes, it will get done. It will get finished. When, I don't know. Busy summer, but yes, we will do it. The interesting thing now is, of course, on this first interview I did with Paul, he was saying about his Holy Grail machine, the Moonraker, and now he's got it. So having to take this time is actually quite nice to kind of complete the story. So it'll be all the better for the wait, shall we say. But yes, it's an ongoing project. Yes, and on that also, I will put the page up possibly during the week. Again, depending on my internet connection in the middle of the Cotswolds, for Paul's open day, so you can book your tickets. Peter says, what's a DVD? Well, exactly, yes, they're kind of, DVDs are a bit defunct now, aren't they, really? So we'll have to do it online somehow or other. But yeah. That's it, I think, isn't it? My tea's gone cold, so it means it must be time to stop. In the meantime, you know where I am. The email should be fine, but as I say, bear in mind this next week is going to be very muddly. Might be hard to get hold of till things have settled down for a week. Then I've got internet connections up and running and one thing and another over yonder. So don't panic, I haven't disappeared. That's it then, I think. Excellent. I shall leave you all to your Sunday evening, wherever you're up to. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you've got interesting stuff to send for next Sunday, of course, you know, pictures of stuff you've found or restored or whatever. If you've got any photographs of those machines we mentioned earlier, those Mayfield things and Pew things. If you've got any old copies of Coin Slot, World's Fair, etc. with interesting stuff in. Pictures, adverts, whatever. If you can scan them and send them to me, or take a picture on your phone and WhatsApp them to me or something, then please do. It's interesting stuff, people like it. So have a rummage, see what you can find. That's it then. I shall see you all next Friday night, all being well, but definitely Sunday night. But Friday night shouldn't be an issue. Night to night.